New York City's 4th of July celebration will go on one way or another. This, according to Mayor Bill de Blasio.
This is a day we cannot miss. This is a celebration that has to happen because it's about our nation and it's about all we stand for as Americans and New Yorkers. And it's a symbol of our strength and resilience. But we're going to do it the smart way.
The mayor said he spoke to Macy's CEO, Jeffrey Jeanette, this week, and they came to an agreement about the celebration. De Blasio said there would be fireworks, but also that the celebration would look different from years past. Earlier this week, de Blasio said the city would host a ticker tape parade to honor healthcare workers and first responders. He made it clear that the parade would take place, quote, when the pandemic ends. All right, let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. We're joined by attorney and publisher of the Save Jersey blog, Matt Rooney. Good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you, Bill.
And immigration attorney Afia Yunus back with us. Good to see you, Afia.
You too, Bill.
Afia, I'll start with you on this. Seems to me that there's a positive here, that the mayor is finally now out of talking about numbers and death counts and talking about positive things in the future. I think that is something that we ought to look at, I think, as a positive.
Yeah, and I feel like the country's noticed that since the protests had started, there's been kind of a shift amongst media and government officials to move towards a more positive tone. The country's morale has been at an all-time low. Unemployment is at an all-time high. So I think he's trying to kind of play on that wishful and hopeful thinking. But I think we still need to be smart and act safe in moving forward.
Matt, let me ask you about this. Again, it seems that the 4th of July is something that, as Americans, we absolutely need to celebrate. And if you look at some of the results around the world, countries like Sweden that didn't lock down, that still have people out and about, they're seeing the same flattening of the curve. And according to a CNBC report earlier on Tuesday, they talked about herd immunity being achieved. So it would stand to reason by the summer we should be out and about.
Yeah, and look, as much as I enjoy some uncharacteristically patriotic rhetoric coming from Comrade de Blasio, I think it's insulting for him to be talking about fireworks and ticker tape parades when he and a lot of other Northeastern elected officials are unnecessarily keeping private industry shut down without any reasonable exceptions. If he really cares about what America stands for, we want to celebrate. But first, let the American people begin to get back to work in a responsible way.
Afia, to that point, Matt says responsible, you said safe. What do you mean by that? Because it doesn't seem there's any agreement among the scientific community.
Yeah, and I feel the scientific community is also uncertain and they don't have the answers that we, the public, are looking for. We're reaching our limits here. And unfortunately, I don't know that this country is willing to stay at the status quo that we've been in for quite much longer.
I would agree. Thank you, guys.